Yes, friends, let us see some basics of trigonometric identities. We know cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta, right? Reciprocal of sin theta is cosecant theta. From this, can I write like this? Cosecant theta multiplied by sin theta is equal to 1? Yes. In the same way, tell me what is the secant theta? That is 1 by cos theta. So can I write from this secant theta multiplied by cos theta is equal to 1? Yes. In the same way, what is tan theta? Sin theta by cos theta. What is cot theta? Cos theta by sin theta. They are reciprocal of each other, right? So can I say from this tan theta is 1 by cot theta? In the same way, cot theta can be written as 1 by tan theta. So from this, can I write product of these two equal to 1? Yes. Tan theta multiplied by cot theta is equal to 1. All these relations we can have, right? I am writing here. This is cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. Secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. Cosecant theta multiplied by sin theta is 1. Secant theta multiplied by cos theta is 1. Tan theta multiplied by cot theta is 1. Right? All these relations we can have, right? See, we have three trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities. See, what are they? See this. Very important formula you can say sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. These three are called trigonometric identities. What is identity? For any value of theta for which the terms involved are defined, this relation holds good. That is the point. Then we can say this is an identity. That is left hand side part and right hand side part are equal, right? For any value of theta. You can substitute any value, right? For of course, you know values of trigonometric ratios, 6 ratios for specific angles, right? For 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, you know the values, right? You substitute and verify. You will get, you can see that both sets are equal, right? Let us say 30 degrees, substitute, yes. Sin 30 degrees is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. Cos 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 whole square is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is, yes, 4 by 4. That is 1. Tell it or not. Let us say 0 degrees you substitute. Yes, if theta is 0, sin theta is 0. Sin 0. Sin 0 degrees is 0. 0 square is 0. Cos theta is cos 0 degrees. Cos 0 degrees we know is 1. 1 square is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Tally it and so on. Right? For any value for which the terms involved are defined, this equation holds good. That's why this is called trigonometric identity or equation, you can say. See, these are very important. See, from this again, see, I am writing again here because they are very useful now for solving questions. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. From this, see, I can have, see this, 1 minus sin square theta. If I can write cos square theta. Is it not? Can I write like this? Yes, 1 minus cos sin square theta is cos square theta. In the same way, 1 minus cos square theta can be written as sin square theta. Is it not? From the same relation, 1 minus cos square is sin square. In the same way, see this, 1 can be written as 1 square, right? 1 square minus sin square theta. A square minus b square form. That can be written as a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So can I write 1 plus sine theta multiplied by 1 minus sine theta is cos theta, sorry, cos square theta, right? In the same way, this also I am able to see that this is 1 square minus cos square theta. This is of the form a square minus b square. That is 1 square minus cos square theta is sine square theta, right? This is of the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So this is 1 plus cos theta multiplied by 1 minus cos theta. I can write like this, right? This one. So 1 plus cos theta multiplied by 1 minus cos theta is sine square theta. I can have this relation also, right? In the same way, see, let us go to this, this one we have seen. Now let us see this. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. This is second identity. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. From this, what are the inferences can I have? Yes. Can I write like this? Secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So tan square theta can be written as secant square theta minus 1. Right? Can I write like this? Yes. In the same way, see, secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Is it not? Yes. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is also 1. I can infer from this, right? If I take tan square to other side, that will be minus tan square. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Yes, we have the relation. See, this is of the form. See, secant square theta minus tan square theta is the relation I am having here. Now this is also of the form a square minus b square. I can write it as a plus b multiplied by a minus b, right? So I can write secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Can I write like this from this? Yes. Now I'll take this to other side. Multiplying here, that will divide here, or dividing both sides by secant theta minus tan theta. Can I write like this? Secant theta plus tan theta can be written as 1 minus secant theta minus tan theta. Can I write? In the same way, secant theta, this part I am writing, minus tan theta can be written as 1 by secant theta plus tan theta. Can I write like this? Yes, these two relations are also useful in many cases in solving questions, right? So I am writing secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta is 1. So secant theta plus tan theta can be written as 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. In the same way, secant theta minus tan theta can be written as 1 by secant theta plus tan theta. Yes, this is about second identity. Let us see third identity now. In the same way I am writing 1 plus tan square theta is, 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. This is the third identity we are having. You are supposed to remember these identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. From this, of course, what can I write? In the same way, if I proceed, I can write cot square theta can be written as, you take 1 to other side or subtract 1 both sides, transposing, or cosecant square theta minus 1. Yes, so cot square theta can be written as cosecant square theta minus 1. In the same way, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta can be written as 1, right? Again, I'll have these relations also, like in the same way. So cosecant theta plus cot theta multiplied by, can be written as 1 by cosecant theta minus cot theta. The same way, if I have cosecant theta minus cot theta, I can write it as 1 by cosecant theta plus cot theta, right? Either of these relations I can have. So from main, you are supposed to remember these three identities, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta, 1 plus cos square theta is cosecant square theta. Of course, from these three we can have these relations. Why I have written these ones here? Because they will be useful in solving questions. Let us see practice set. Practice set 6.1. First question. If sin theta is 7 by 25, then find the values of cos theta and tan theta. That is the question. Yes, we have 6 trigonometric ratios, right? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta. Of those 6 ratios, one ratio is given value. You are supposed to find values of 2 more ratios, right? This can be done in 2 methods, right? First method is taking right angle triangle and K method, that is called, we will see. Second method is using trigonometric identities. Let us see both the methods. First method is K method. See, let us consider a right angle triangle. Let us say ABC. Right angle is at B. Right? What is sin theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse, right? Let us say this is theta. For this angle theta, this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, this is hypotenuse, right? Opposite by hypotenuse, 7 by 25 is given, right? But you don't take directly 725. You involve proportionality constant k, right? Take 7k, 25k. Let in triangle ABC, right triangle, right? Triangle ABC, BC and sides BC and AC are 7k and 25k, right? Let us say, and let other side AB, let AB is equal to x units, 7k units, 25k units, x units, right? Units may be anything, centimeters or meters or anything, same units we have considered, right? AB, let us find out the other side x, AB, then we can give value of any other ratio, right? If one ratio is known, you can find the values of the remaining 5 ratios, right? Here sin theta is known, you can give the value of cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta, right? So for that, this is the method we are using. First method is this, right? So AB is, we have we have considered AB as x. Now, if this is a right angle triangle, 2 sides are known. You want to find third side, right? How can we find out? Using Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras. What is Pythagoras theorem? Using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is side square plus side square, right? AC square is AB square plus BC square, right? This is Pythagoras theorem. AC square is AB square plus BC square. So 25k whole square is AB is x square plus BC is 7k whole square, right? Let us simplify further. What is this? I want x square, right? I want to find the value of x. So x square can be written as 25k whole square minus 7k whole square, right? Can I write like this? Yes. What have you observed? Let us simplify further. K square I can take out, right? This is 25 square minus 7 square. So this is k square multiplied by 625 minus 49. So this is k square multiplied by 576. But 576 we know is 24 square, right? These are our familiar numbers, right? 24 square. So this is k multiplied by 24 or 24 multiplied by k whole square, right? 24k whole square. X square is 24k whole square. So what can I write? X is 24k. Because x is the length of a side, that should be positive. So I have got written 24k, not minus 24k. Of course, here k is positive value. Understood, right? So x you have got. So third side, in this way, the third side is found out, right? So the triangle, now my triangle appears like this. X is 24k, right? This is the way we have found out the third side. Now we can give value of any of the 6 ratios, right? What do you need? Cos theta and tan theta. Tell me, what is cos theta? Adjacent side of hypotenuse, right? Adjacent side is, that is AB upon hypotenuse is AC, that is 24k by 25k, kk get cancelled, so our answer is 24 by 25. Yes. In the same way, what is tan theta? Tell me. What is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side. For this is opposite side, this is adjacent side. So this will be 7k by 24k, kk get cancelled. So what is remaining? 7 by 24. So this is answer. Of course, you can give value of secant theta, cosecant theta, cot theta also. They are not required here. This is the first method, K method. So what have you done here? In this value of one trigonometric ratio is given. You need to find value of 2 more trigonometric ratios. So for that, we have considered right angle triangle. We have introduced the proportionality constant K. Two sides marked as 7k and 25k. Then other side we are finding out using Pythagoras theorem, right? Like this, we have found out the third side. So triangle, in this triangle we know the sides of all the 3 sides of the triangle now, right angle triangle. Then we have found the written the values of 2 trigonometric ratios using basic formula, right? This is one method, right? Let us see second method now. Second method is method involving these trigonometric identities. Second method. Sin theta is given now. You need to find the value of cos theta, tan theta. This is your target. Yes. How many trigonometric identities are there? 3 identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta. Right? So here sin is known. You need cos and tan. Yes. If sin theta is known, can you find value of cos theta? Which identity will be helpful now? Tell me. Yes. First identity. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So from this, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Right? We know. Let us substitute value of sin theta. Sin theta is 7 by 25 given. Right? This is given. Plus we don't know our value of cos theta. Plus cos square theta is 1. Substituted, right? That's all, simple substitution. So cos square theta can be written as 1 minus 7 by 25 whole square, right? Let us simplify that. This is 49 by 625, right? This is 625 minus 49 by 625. So this is how much? 576 by 625. So this is, we know this is 24 square root, this is 25 square root. So 24 by 25 whole square. So this is cos square theta. So cos theta is 24 by 25. That's all. You have found out the value of cos theta. Then you need tan theta. Tell me, what is tan theta? You know the value of sin theta now, cos theta now. Can you express tan theta in terms of those two? Yes, we know the tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. So 7 by 25 upon 24 by 25. Right? You can see that these two denominators are equal, so that they get cancelled. So what is remaining? 7 by 24 tan theta. This is second method, right? Using trigonometric identities. Then let us go to next question. Question number 2. If tan theta is 3 by 4, find the values of secant theta and cos theta. This is the question. Here also you can see that one of the 6 trigonometric ratios value is given, tan theta. You need to find the value of 2 more ratios, right? Same you can simplify, solve in either of the methods, right? Let us do in both methods. Whichever method is easier, if you find first method is easier, you follow first method. If you find second method is easier, you follow second method. No problem. Let us see first method now. Just tell me, as usual, we have done earlier question now. Let us consider a right angle triangle ABC. Let two sides of right triangle ABC, or tell me what is tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side. Let us say this is theta. Opposite side for this is this one. Adjacent side is this. So 3 by 4 is there. You consider this as 3k, 4k. Don't write directly 3, 4, right? Introduce proportionality constant k. 3k, 4k. Let us say the remaining side AC is x, or 3k, 4k. And let AC is equal to x. Yes. So now two sides are known. Third side you want. So what will you do? Yes, you can find third side using Pythagoras theorem. Tell me what is Pythagoras theorem? Yes, hypotenuse square is side square plus side square in a right angle triangle. So AC square is AB square plus BC square. So x square is 4k whole square plus 3k whole square, right? What is 4k whole square? 9k square. Sorry, 16k square, right? Plus 3k whole square is 9k square. So this is 25k square is x square, right? X square is 25k square. 25k square can be written as 5k whole square, right? X square is 5k whole square. What can I write about x? Say about x. X is 5k. Generally, you are supposed to write plus or minus 5k. But we know that x is the length of a side. That should be positive only. So that cannot be negative. Here also k is a positive number, right? Why? 3k, 4k are lengths of sides. Sides cannot be negative. So k should be positive, right? So x is 5k. So now my triangle can be seen like this. This is theta. This is 3k, 4k. Third side also I know now. 5k. Yes, tell me. What do you need? Secant theta, cos theta. Yes, tell me from this secant. What is secant theta? Cos theta. Yes. What is the relation between secant and cos? They are reciprocal of each other. You remember sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Remaining three, cosecant, secant, cot are reciprocals of each other. So tell me what is cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, right? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is 4k by 5k. So this is kk get cancelled, 4 by 5, right? What is secant? Reciprocal. That is hypotenuse by adjacent side, right? So that is 5k by 4k, that is 5 by 4, right? This is 5 by 4, this is 4 by 5. Of course, you can give the remaining 4 values also. Tan, secant, cot are over, right? You can give sin theta, cot theta, cosecant theta also, right? What is sin theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. So 3k by 5k. So 3 by 5. Cosecant theta is reciprocal of that, 5 by 3. Cot theta is adjacent side by opposite side. So 4k by 3k, that is 4 by 3, right? In that way you can find all the ratios, right, in this method. This is first method over. Then let us see second method. Yes, what is second method? Second method is using these three trigonometric identities. Yes. So in the question, tan theta is given. Tan theta is 3 by 4. You need to find the value of secant theta and cos theta. Yes. Tell me which of these ratios involves tan theta? Yes, tan theta is involved here, right? In second identity, 1 plus tan square theta can be written as secant square theta. Let us use that identity, right? 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta, right? This is an identity. This is given, right? What is given? Tan theta is given. So 1 plus, let us substitute the value of tan theta. I have substituted. Implies 1 plus 3 square is 9, right? 4 square is 16. This is secant square theta. So what is secant square theta again? I am writing. Simplify this. 16 plus 9 by 16, right? So this is 25 by 16. That is 5 by 16 whole square. Sorry, 5 by 4 whole square. Can I write it like this? Why I am writing like this? Because left hand side part is a square part, right? Square thing. Now secant square theta is 5 by 4 whole square. So from this, what can I write? Secant theta can be written as 5 by 4. Is it wrong? Cannot be negative, minus 5 by 4. Because let us consider theta to be an acute angle in all the cases. So this will be obviously positive. So secant theta is 5 by 4. One ratio, of course, you got. You can find the value of other ratios also using the identities only. Of course, we are doing now. Secant theta, of course, you got 5 by 4. You need cos theta. You tell me what is cos theta. Do you have any relation between cos theta and any of these two? Yes. Cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal of each other. We know. So cos theta is 1 by secant theta. Cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal of each other. So this is 1 by secant theta. Just now we have got 5 by 4, right? So this is 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Do you know this? If you have a by b by c by d, you can write this as a by b multiplied by d by c. Do you know? 1 by 2 by, let us say, 5 by 6. So you can write it as 1 by 2 multiplied by 6 by 5. Right? This is the one. You can simplify further, of course. 2, 3 is 3 by 5. You can write it. If you have, see, in this case, what you have observed? 1 by 5 by 4. Right? Here in this case, this is one fraction, this is another fraction, a by b form, right? Here you can see that this is one fraction, okay. However, the numerator simply 1, but you consider this as 1 by 1 by 5 by 4. Now tell me, use this one. What can you write? 1 by 1 multiplied by 4 by 5. Right? That is why you are writing 4 by 5, right? So 1 by 5 by 4 is 4 by 5. Okay. So this way you have found the value of remaining 2, of course, required 2 ratios. This is second method. Over. Let us see next question. Third question. Third question. If cot theta is 40 by 9, find the value of cosecant theta and sin theta. Again, shall we see both the methods? Or okay, let us see both the methods. First method. Yes, what is the first method? Using right angle triangle, right? Right angle triangle ABC. Let us say this is theta. What is cot theta? Adjacent side by opposite side, right? 40 by 9. What shall we write here? 40 K 9K. What shall we write? Let two sides of a right triangle ABC are ABC are 40K and 9K, where K is a positive number, right? And let third side, let AC be some X, right? X units. Yes, you know two sides, you want third side. So what will you do in the right angle triangle? Yes, third side can be found using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, that is hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. That is AC square is AB square plus BC square. That is X square is 40K whole square plus 9K whole square, right? Let us simplify further. So this is K square multiplied by 40 square plus 9 square. Simplify, this is 1600, this is 81, 1681. 1681 is 41 square. So this is K times of 41, or K square into 41 square. So from this, X square is 41K whole square. So what can I write about X? X is 41K. Now my triangle looks like this. This is ABC. Already we know two sides, 40K, 9K. Third side X. Just now I have found out 41K. Now I have all the three sides with me. I can give you any of the 6 ratios. Whatever the ratio you ask me, I can give you. You want cosecant and secant, cosecant theta and sin theta. You want, right? Tell me, what is cosecant? Reciprocal of sine. What is sine? Opposite side by hypotenuse, right? For this theta, opposite side is this, hypotenuse is this. So this is 9K by 41K. KK get cancelled, so this is 9 by 41. What is cosecant? A reciprocal of sine, right? That is hypotenuse by opposite. Hypotenuse by opposite side. That is 41K by 9K. So KK get cancelled. So you are left with 41 by 9. This is cosecant. That's the only 2 ratios are asked. You can find like this, right? You can give the remaining 3 ratios also if required, of course, using this method. This is first method. Let us go for second method. Let us go to second method. What is second method? Using trigonometric identities. Tell me which identity will be useful in this context. Yes, in this case cot theta value of cot theta is given, so which identity will be useful? Third identity, right? Third identity, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta, because cot is involved here. So let us start there. 1 plus cot square theta is cosecant square theta, right? That is implies 1 plus cot theta is 40 by 9 whole square is cosecant square theta. So this is 40 square is of course 1600. This is 81 is equal to cosec square theta. So from this LCM is 81. So this is cosecant square theta. From this, cosecant square theta is 81 by 81. 1681 is 41 square. 41 square by 9 square is this. So from this, I got cosecant theta as 41 by 9 whole square. Of course, square of this is this. This implies cosec theta is 41 by 9. This way I have found out the value of cosecant theta using simply identity. Now I can, what do I need? These two values. Cosecant I have got now. I need only simply sin theta. So sin theta, tell me either any relation between sin theta and any of these two. Yes, we know that sin theta is the reciprocal of cosecant theta. So that is 1 by cosecant theta. 1 by 41 by 9. So that is 9 by 41, right? 1 by a by b can be written as b by a. Why we have discussed in earlier question, right? So this is 9 by 41. This is your answer. This is second method. So question number 3 is over. Let us go to next question. Question number 4. If 5 secant theta minus 12 cosecant theta is 0, find the value of secant theta, cos theta and sin theta. And this is the question. Yes, what is given? Observe. Yes, a relation between secant theta and cosecant theta is given. So two ratios are involved here, of course. You need to find the values of three ratios. Yes, this method, this also can be solved in two ways, right? Let us see how. From this, can you find the value of any of the 6 trigonometric ratios? Try for that. Yes, given 5 secant theta is equal to 12 cosecant theta. Is it not? Can I write like this? If I take this term to the other side, that will be plus 12 cosecant theta, right? This implies, so 5 times of what is secant theta? We know reciprocal of cos, right? So 1 by cos theta is equal to 12 times of what is cosecant theta? 1 by sin theta, right? 1 by sin theta. This implies, yes, from this. Yes, what shall we do next? Sin theta, cos theta. We know that ratio of those two is tan theta or cot theta. Yes, sin theta by cos theta if you have, that is tan theta. Cos theta by sin theta if you have, that is cot theta. So let us bring this term to the other side. That will be sin. It will come to numerator here, right? By I am leaving it as it is, cos theta is equal to, I am leaving 12 as it is and bringing this 5 to the other side, that will go to the denominator. So what have we got now? Sin theta by cos theta, that is tan theta, is 12 by 5. Now you have got the value of one of the trigonometric ratios. Now you are supposed to find the value of 3 more ratios. So how shall we proceed? Yes, either of the methods you can use now. First method or second method. Right? Both the methods shall we proceed? Use. Shall we see first method? Tell me. First method is using K method, right? So this is theta, let us say this is 12K. Tan theta is opposite by hypotenuse, right? For this, this is opposite, this is, sorry, opposite by adjacent. Opposite 12K, adjacent side is 5K, let us say. Let the other side is K, sorry, X, right? Then use Pythagoras theorem to find the value of X, right? Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, tell me, what can I write? Pythagoras theorem. X square is, that is hypotenuse square is side square plus side square, right? That is 5K whole square plus 12K whole square, right? So x square is 25K square plus 144K square. That is 169K square, right? 169 is 13 square, right? So that is 13K whole square. So from this I have x is 13K. Now my triangle looks like this. This is theta, this is a right angle. Already I have, this is a 5K, adjacent side, opposite side 12K. Third side hypotenuse, just now I have found out x as 13K. Now I can give you the value of any of the remaining 5 ratios, of course. Just tell me, what do you need? Secant theta, cos theta, secant theta, cos theta and sin theta. Yes, tell me, what is sin theta? You know that sin theta is opposite side of hypotenuse. For this is opposite side, this is hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse, that is 12K by 13K. kk get cancelled. What is remaining? 12 by 13. Cos theta. What is cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent by hypotenuse. For this theta, this is adjacent side, this is hypotenuse side. So this is this one, kk get cancelled. What is remaining? Yes. Secant theta is reciprocal of cos, we know. Reciprocal of this. This is hypotenuse by adjacent side. So this is 13k by adjacent side is 5k. Kk get cancelled. So you are left with 13 by 5. Right. This way you can, of course you can give the remaining two values also. You don't need in this question. This is question number 4, first method. Second method, you do, right? Because you know tan theta, to this step you do, then because tan theta is known, what do you do? Yes, second identity. We have three identities, right? Tan theta is involved in second identity. So let us use this. You use this relation. Let us solve second method. Second method, tell me. Second method. Yes, using second identity. Because we know tan theta. So we know that the identity involving tan theta is second identity. I am starting at that. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. So 1 plus, I am substituting the value of tan theta. 12 by 5 substituted. So I got this relation. So secant square theta can be written as 1 plus 12 by 5 whole square, that is 144 by 25. Let us simplify further. So this LCM is 25. 25 into 1 is 25 plus 1 into 144 is 144. That is 169 by 25. But we know that 169 is 13 square. 25 is 5 square. So I got secant square theta as 13 by 5 whole square. From this, secant theta can be written as 13 by 5. So I have got the value of secant theta. This one is over. Yes, I want the value of cos theta and sin theta now. Yes, tell me, cos theta, how can I write? Yes, cos theta is reciprocal of secant theta. 1 by secant theta, right? That is 1 by 13 by 5. This is 5 by 13. Yes, this is also is over. Then I want sin theta. Tell me, how can I write sin theta? I know the value of now tan theta, secant theta, cos theta. I want simply sin theta. How can I write? Yes, I can start at tan theta. Tan theta is 12 by 5, right? But tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. That is 12 by 5. But just now we have found the value of cos theta. I am substituting that. Cos theta is 5 by 13. I am substituting. So this is this. So in the place of I have started at tan theta, I have substituted the value of cos theta here. That's all. Simplify. Sin theta by 5 by 13. I am taking this to other side. So that will multiply that. 5 by 13 multiplied by 12 by 5. 5 get cancelled. So what is remaining? 12 by 13. So sin theta is also simple, right? This is second method. So question number 4 is over. Let us proceed to next question. Question number 5. If tan theta is equal to 1, then find the value of sin theta plus cos theta upon secant theta plus cosecant theta. This is the question. Yes, what shall we do? Many methods we can do any question, right? Yes, which is the easiest method for you, or what is the idea you have got for that particular question? You take that idea and proceed, no problem. Yes, what shall we do? Yes, value of one ratio, trigonometric ratio is given. You need to find the value of this expression. Yes, And this expression involves sin theta, cos theta, secant theta, cosecant theta. There is 4 ratios are involved. One ratio is known, 4 ratios you want. So you can do first method, use first method, taking right angle triangle. Tan theta is 1 by 1. So opposite by this side 1k, 1k. Third side will be root of hypotenuse square is side square plus side square, 1k whole square plus 1k whole square. That is root 2k you will be having. You can find the values. Sin theta will be opposite by hypotenuse k by root 2k. So 1 by root 2. Cos theta is again k by adjacent side by hypotenuse. And so on. You can write and simply substitute. But see, this is a familiar one, right? In earlier questions, we have said tan theta is tan theta, sin theta 7 by 25, 3 by 4, 40 by 9, etc. etc. But this is a familiar one. We know tan theta is 1 for theta 45 degrees, right? Tan theta is 1, so implies theta is 45 degrees. We know. This implies tan theta is tan 45 degrees. We know the trigonometric values of 6 trigonometric ratios for specific angles of 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, right? I am not discussing here, but you know that, right? Simply tell me. So 1 is tan 45 degrees. So from this, what can I write? Theta is 45 degrees. Now, you know the values, remaining values. Yes, what is now? Sin theta. So sin theta plus cos theta by secant theta plus cosecant theta. You want to find the value of this expression. Tell me, what is sin theta now? Sin 45 degrees plus cos theta is cos 45 degrees by secant 45 degrees plus cosecant 45 degrees. Substitute the values and simplify from the table. What is the value of sin 45 degrees? 1 by root 2. Cos 45 degrees, 1 by root 2. Secant 45 degrees, root 2. Cosecant 45 degrees, root 2. Let us simplify. Numerator is 2 times of 1 by root 2, right? Denominator is 2 times of root 2 to get cancelled. So what is this? 1 by root 2 into root 2. Yes, how do you write this? If you have a by b by c, let us say, you treat it as c by 1. Now this is of the form a by b by c by d. So you can write this as a by b multiplied by d by c. That is the way, right? So this is 1 by root 2 by root 2 you have. So you treat it as 1 here. So this will be 1 by root 2 multiplied by 1 by root 2. That is what you have written here. So denominator contains now root 2 into root 2. So what is root 2 into root 2? 2. Why? Root 2 into root 2 is nothing but root 2 whole square. Right? Root a multiplied by root a can be written as root a whole square. That is simply a. Right? So root 3 into root 3 is 3 and so on. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So value of this expression is simply 2. That is question number 5. Let us proceed to next question. Question number 6. Prove that it has got how many questions parts? 12 bits, right? Let us see first one of those 12. Right? 6-1. Prove that sin square theta upon cos theta plus cos theta is equal to secant theta. That is the question. Yes, you are supposed to prove this, right? See, in this type of questions, you can follow 3 methods. First method, see, let us start at left hand side part LHS, simplify, bring RHS. One method. Next, second method, let us start at right hand side part RHS, simplify or modify, bring left hand side part. That is second method. Third method, Start at left hand side part, simplify to some extent, leave it there. Start at right hand side part, simplify to some extent, leave it there. Show that the resultants are equal. So you have proved that LHS is equal to RHS. Any of those three methods you can use, right? In this particular case, you tell me which method shall we proceed? Yes, first method. That is simply, let us, because left hand side part is a complex thing. I will use that word. Right hand side part is a simple thing. Simply secant theta is there. So it will be easier for us to start at LHS and simplify and bring RHS. So let us start at LHS. LHS left hand side part is this one, right? Sine square theta by cos theta plus cos theta. What shall we do? Yes? Any idea? Let us take LCM and proceed. I am using the word LCM, of course. You multiply these two. What will be LCM? Cos theta into 1. This will be sine square theta plus cos theta into cos theta. What is cos theta into cos theta? Cos square theta by cos theta, of course. Yes, tell me. On seeing this, have you got any idea? Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1 from first identity. Yes, this is familiar one for us, right? So this is 1 by cos theta into 1 is cos theta. But what is 1 by cos theta? Secant theta, right? Reciprocal of cos is secant. That is our RHS, right hand side part. So simple one. This is first bit. Next, second bit, sixth 2. Prove that cos square theta multiplied by 1 plus tan square theta is 1. Yes, tell me, how shall we proceed? Here also, right hand side part is simply a number 1. Left hand side part contains trigonometric ratios. So let us start at left hand side part and bring right hand side part. Yes, tell me, this is cos square theta multiplied by 1 plus tan square theta. Yes, what is 1? Yes, 1 plus tan square theta. And seeing it, this expression itself, we have got the idea that we have an identity involving 1 plus tan square theta directly, that is secant square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. So I will write this as secant square theta. Of course, you write LHS is this, start here. Next step you write here, yes. But cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal of each other. Cos theta and secant theta are reciprocal of each other. So secant theta multiplied by cos theta is 1. So, or to put it another way, we know that these two are reciprocal of each other. So in the place of secant theta, I am writing 1 by cos theta, because secant theta is 1 by cos theta. So in the place of secant theta, I have written 1 by cos theta. So this will be 1 by cos square theta. Now these two terms are equal. So this is 1. But 1 is our right hand side part. Right? LHS is equal to RHS. This is second part. Then let us proceed to third part, third bit. Yes, what is third bit? Square root of, prove that square root of 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus sine theta is equal to secant theta minus tan theta. This is the question. Yes. Think what is given, what you know, how shall we proceed? That's all. What is given, what you know, how shall we proceed? Tell me. You are supposed to show this. Left hand side part contains an expression involving square root, 1 minus sine, 1 plus sine. Right hand side part contains secant minus tan. You don't have denominator also here, you don't have square root also here. That's what we have observed. Right? Yes. How shall we proceed? Have you got any idea? Think carefully. We have this. 3 identities we have. And from these identities we can have these relations also. Yes. 1 plus sine, 1 minus sine, 1 plus sine. If you have 1 plus sine theta multiplied by 1 minus sine theta, that can be replaced by cos square theta. That's what we have got, right? We can have that, right? So for that, I am starting at LHS. I have got that idea. I am starting at LHS. LHS is this. I will modify or simplify and I will bring this relation. For that, because it contains 1 plus sine theta, 1 minus sine theta, I have got the idea that if I consider this, it may be useful for simplification. That's why I am multiplying and dividing by the term 1 minus sine theta. Why I have done this? Why have I done this? Yes, because I don't want denominator also, because I don't have denominator here in the right hand side part. I don't want square root also. Let us see how square root will be eliminated. 1 plus sine theta is there. I don't want this. That's why I have multiplied with 1 minus sine theta. Because I am multiplying with 1 minus sine theta in the denominator, I am multiplying in the numerator also with the same term. So I have multiplied and divided with the term 1 minus sine theta. Yes, now tell me. Now the denominator becomes 1 plus sine into 1 minus sine. 1 plus sine theta multiplied by 1 minus sine. This is of the form a plus b multiplied by a minus b, right? That can be written as a square minus b square. We have algebraic formula, right? Right? Tell me now. A plus b, a minus b. A square minus b square is 1 square minus sine square theta, right? What about numerator? 1 minus sine theta, 1 minus sine theta, product. So this is 1 minus sine theta whole square. Now, this is square root of 1 minus sine theta whole square upon, this is square root of 1 minus sine square theta. This is also 1 minus sine square theta. See, if I have root of a by b, can I write it as root a minus by root b? Yes, I can do that. Right. Now tell me, this is square root of a square. Square root of a square should be written as plus or minus a. But of course, here all the values involved, that is the angles theta, are considered to be less than 90 degrees only. So all the values, trigonometric ratios will be positive only. So 1 minus sine theta is also positive. So I am taking directly plus of that. That is 1 minus sine theta, right? Upon, in the denominator. See, this is square root of 1 minus sine square theta is there. What is 1 minus sine square theta? You can replace that by cos square theta. So this is 1 minus sine theta by root of cos square theta. Again, same value, same thing. I can write it as cos theta directly. Not minus cos theta. Why? Cos theta is considered to be positive, right? Because theta is considered to be less than 90 degrees and greater than 0. Now this is of the form a minus b by c. How can I write? How can I proceed? I don't want denominator. I am dividing. A minus b by c can be written as a by c minus b by c. Can I write like this? Dividing both the terms. So I am writing it as 1 by cos theta minus sin theta by cos theta. Yes, what is 1 by sin cos theta? Secant theta. Reciprocal of cos is secant, right? Minus sin theta by cos theta is, we know, tan theta. Have you got that one or not? Yes, you have got the right hand side part. So you have started at left hand side part. You have got right hand side part. What have you observed in this question? Yes, you have observed that left hand side part contains 1 plus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta and square root. Right hand side part doesn't contain the denominator also, square root also is not there. So you have got the idea that because 1 plus sin theta is involved, if I can have 1 plus sin theta and 1 minus sin theta, I can replace that by cos square theta from first identity. So for that I have multiplied and divided by the term 1 minus sin theta. That is crucial here, right? And simplified further, I have got this right hand side part. Any idea? Any other idea? Yes. 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 One more idea is also there for this question. See, observe carefully the right hand side part. What is the second method? Let us do this question in second method. What is RHS? Right hand side part is secant theta minus tan theta. See, is it familiar to us? Yes, while discussing basics we have discussed this. See this secant theta minus tan theta. See, from second identity 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, we have got all these relations, right? Secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta can be replaced by 1. Yes, here one of those two terms is there. Secant theta minus tan theta is there. If I have secant theta plus tan theta, I can get this. That is one idea. So this can be written as, I don't want minus here. Let us see. Secant theta plus, I am writing this. Can I write like this? Because, yes, from this 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So this is of the form a square minus b square. That can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So this is secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta. So from this, this is equal to 1 by this, or this is equal to 1 by the second, right? So secant theta minus tan theta can be written as 1 by secant theta plus tan theta. That is how we have obtained this. So you got this. Yes. Tell me, let us simplify further. Let us simplify further. This is 1 by cos, right? This is sin by cos. So this will be 1 by cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta. LCM will be cos theta here. Numerator will be 1 plus sin theta. So now this is of the form 1 by a by b. So this can be written as b by a. So this is cos theta by 1 plus sin theta. Right? This is what I have got now. See, left hand side part contains 1 plus sin theta in the denominator. Here also I have got the denominator as 1 plus sin theta. But I won't have square root. I want square root. And also I don't want cos theta. Yes, what shall we do? Yes. Cos theta, sin theta are involved in first identity. From this, if I have cos square theta, I can replace that by 1 minus sin square theta, right? So I am writing this as square root of cos square theta by 1 plus sin theta whole square. Can I write like this? Yes, I am writing that is, if I have a, I am writing this as root of a square. Simply. In the place of cos square theta, I am writing now 1 minus sin square theta. So this is 1 minus sin square theta by 1 plus sin theta whole square. But now this is of the form a square minus b square, right? 1 square minus sin square theta, I can imagine it like that. This is of the form a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b I can write, right? So 1 minus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta I can write upon 1 plus sin theta whole square. Can I cancel one term here? Yes, 1 plus sin theta is there in numerator and denominator. I have cancelled. What is remaining now? Square root of 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus sin theta. That is our left hand side part, right? This way also you can do. Which method you find it easier, you follow that method. This is question number 3 of question 6, right? Third bit is over. Let us go to next bit. Yes, what is the fourth bit? Prove that secant theta minus cos theta multiplied by cot theta plus tan theta is equal to tan theta multiplied by secant theta. That's the question. Yes. How shall we proceed? Yeah. Left hand side contains two terms, product of two terms, right? Right hand side simply tan theta multiplied by secant theta. So you have got the idea that let us start at left hand side part, simplify or modify, and let us bring right hand side part. Yes, LHS is equal to, here cos theta, secant theta, cot theta, tan theta, secant theta, tan theta, all are involved. So let us write all the terms in terms of simple terms, that is sin theta and cos theta. We know sin theta, tan theta can be written as sin by cos. Cosecant is 1 by sin. cot is cos by sin, secant is 1 by cos, and so on. So let us write like that. Secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Let us leave cos theta as it is. I am writing complete expression in terms of sin theta and cos theta. Of course, this is LHS. You write this also here, right? Multiplied by cot theta is cos theta by sin theta plus tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Here 1 is there. I am taking LCM here. So this will be cos theta into 1 is cos theta. 1 into 1 is 1 minus cos theta into cos theta is cos square theta, right? Multiplied by here. You see this cot theta plus tan theta or tan theta plus cot theta. That can be written like this, right? You will see this expression or the method in which we are simplifying and the result also. You see that in many questions of trigonometry, this will be useful, right? You will see that. Anyway, what is LCM here? Product of these two. That is sin theta multiplied by cos theta. This into this cos square theta plus this into this sin square theta, right? What is sin square theta plus cos square theta? Yes, from first identity that is 1. So this is 1 by sin theta multiplied by cos theta. This is this part, right? So tan theta plus cot theta is 1 by sin theta plus cos theta. This is a useful relation we can use in many questions, right? Of course, you will see that. Of course, this can be written as 1 by sin multiplied by 1 by cos. 1 by sin is cosecant theta, 1 by cos is secant theta. So this is secant theta multiplied by cosecant theta. So tan theta plus cot theta is secant theta multiplied by cosecant theta. Yes, of course. See, let us write this. What is cos square? This one? 1 minus cos square theta. Yes, again from first identity, 1 minus cos square theta can be replaced by sin square theta. So this is sin square theta by cos theta multiplied by this. Yes, let us simplify further. This is sin theta, this is sin square theta. Can I cancel one sin theta? So what will be remaining? Sin theta will be remaining in the numerator. Upon cos theta is remaining, cos theta is remaining here. So this is cos theta multiplied by cos theta I am writing. I am not writing cos square theta because I know that my right hand side part is tan theta multiplied by secant theta. Secant theta is 1 by sin. Sorry, 1 by cos. Tan is sin by cos. Directly I am able to see them here. Yes, this is I am writing separately sin theta by cos theta multiplied by 1 by cos theta I am writing. Can I write like this? Yes. If I have A by BC, I am writing it as A by B multiplied by 1 by C. Can I write like this or not? Yes, because I want this. Because the right hand side part is this. Tell me now. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. 1 by cos theta is secant theta. So this is our right hand side part you have got. Right? Yes. Here the simple what we have done here. Simply we have converted the left hand side part completely in terms of sin theta and cos theta. Yes. Simplified. But this part will be useful, we will see. Tan theta plus cos theta, cot theta can be written like this. Using the first identity, this will become 1 and this will be 1 by sin theta cos theta or simply secant theta and cosecant theta. Yes. Anyway, this is fourth part. Let us go to next part. Next bit 5. What is that question? Prove that cot theta plus tan theta is cosecant theta plus multiplied by secant theta. This is the question. Yes. Do you get an idea? Any idea? Yes, just now we have seen in earlier question, in previous question we have seen. Let us start at left hand side part. Cot theta plus tan theta. Tell me, let us write this in terms of sin and cos. Cot theta is cos theta by sin theta plus tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. Let us take LCM. LCM will be product of these two. There is nothing common, na? That's why. Numerator will be this into this plus this into this. That is cos theta whole square plus sin theta into sin theta is sin theta whole square. That is sin square theta. So this is From first identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So 1 by sin theta multiplied by cos theta. Yes, I am writing it separately. That is 1 by sin theta multiplied by 1 by cos theta. Can I write like this? Yes, because I know that I want this one. 1 by sin theta I know is cosecant theta multiplied by 1 by cos theta I know is secant theta. So this is our right hand side part. Simple, right? Straightly given. This part is of course involved in previous question. Yes, next, let us go to next question. Sixth bit. 6 of 6. Prove that 1 by secant theta minus tan theta is equal to secant theta plus tan theta. This is the question. Yes, already we have discussed it earlier in one of the questions while solving, right? Yes, the expressions, on seeing expressions secant theta plus tan theta or secant theta minus tan theta, you get the idea that these are familiar to us. Where have you found them? Yes, in second identity, we know that 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. All these relations we can have. Secant theta plus tan theta can be written as secant theta. 1 by secant theta minus tan theta and so on. Directly this one. Of course, let us prove it again. We know 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, that is second identity. So, what implies secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Can I write like this? Right? This is of the form a square minus b square. So a plus b multiplied by a minus b I can write. So secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1, because a square minus b square can be written as a plus b multiplied by a minus b. Yes, that's all. This one, next one. So this multiplied with this is equal to 1. So this can be written as, that is secant theta plus tan theta. I am leaving this side. Can be written as, this will go to the denominator if I take it to the other side, or simply dividing both sides by secant theta minus tan theta, if to put it in some other way, right? Same thing. Hence proved. This is sixth bit. Let us move to next one. You can pause the video and take down, right, if you wish, because that facility is there in these videos. Yes, next bit. Yes, so far if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and share the video also to your friends, right? Press the bell icon also, so that you can get notifications of my next videos, right? Seventh bit. Secant square theta minus cos square theta is 1 minus 2 times of cos square theta. That is given. Yes. See, this is a print mistake. This is a wrong question. See, if this question is correct one, for any value of theta for which the terms involved are defined, for all the values of theta for which the terms are involved, the left hand side part and right hand side part should be equal. Let us verify. Verify with theta is equal, let us say, familiar angles. We know values of all the 6 trigonometric ratios, values for 5 specific angles: 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, right? Let us substitute any one of them. Let us say theta is 0. LHS part, secant 0. What is secant 0? 1 by cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So 1 by 1 is 1. So 1 by 1 square minus cos 0, 1 square. 1 minus 1, 0. What is right hand side part? 1 minus 2 times of cos 0, 1 square, right? Cos square theta is cos 0 whole square. Cos 0 degrees is 1. So this is 1 minus 2 into 1. This is 1 minus 2. What is 1 minus 2? Minus 1. Are they equal? Left hand side part is not equal to right hand side part. The question framed is wrong one, right? See what it should have been. You take it as sine square theta, right? That is sine square theta. Print mistake was there, right? Let us tell me how shall we proceed? Yes, what is the observation? Left hand side part contains sine square theta minus cos square theta. Right hand side part contains 1 minus 2 cos square theta. Simply cosine, cos is there in our RHS. You don't want sine now, right? So let us start at LHS. LHS is this, RHS is this, right? Let us, what shall we do? Yes, we got the idea. Leave cos theta as it is. Convert sine theta. What is the relation between sine and cos we have? Yes, first identity. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So in the place of sine square theta, I can write 1 minus cos square theta. So I am writing 1 minus cos square theta. I am leaving it as it is. Because sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1 is the identity we have. So sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. That's what I heard. Yes. Have you got this or not? Yes. This is cos square theta, this is cos square theta 2 times. So this is 1 minus 2 times of cos square theta. That's all. That is our right hand side part. Simple question. This is 7th bit, right? Next, let us go to next one. 8th bit. Yes, what is that? Prove that secant theta plus tan theta is equal to cos theta upon 1 minus sin theta. That is the question. Yes. What is the idea? This one also we have discussed earlier. Yes, we have discussed in one of the questions. Yes, these are familiar ones now. Secant theta, tan theta. Secant theta plus tan theta, of course, we know can be written as 1 by secant theta minus tan theta, right? Of course. This is cos theta by 1. This also we have seen in earlier questions. Yes, let us start at right hand side part and simplify and bring this, or start it here. Anyway, either way you can do. Yes. Shall we start at right hand side part or left hand side? Okay, right hand side part I have started cos theta by 1 minus sin theta. Left hand side part I want to bring. This is not having denominator. I don't want denominator now. So what shall we do? Yes, what the idea you have got is correct. Let us multiply and divide by the term 1 plus sin theta. Let us multiply and divide by the term 1 plus sin theta, so that I can have the product 1 minus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta. I can write that as cos square theta. Yes. So now the denominator becomes, shall I write directly? Let us write it. This is 1 minus sin square theta. One step right. Let us write. This is cos theta multiplied by, now numerator becomes this one, right? This is 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. So this is cos theta multiplied by 1 plus sin theta is remaining here. Can I cancel one cos here? Yes, I have cancelled. So what will be remaining in the denominator? Cos theta. Because one cos theta is cancelled, right? So what will be remaining in the numerator? This is cancelled. So 1 plus sin theta will be remaining. My target is to bring left hand side part, that is secant theta plus cos theta. Have I got that or not? Yes, I have obtained that. Simply divide. This can be written as 1 by cos theta plus sin theta by cos theta, right? Divided separately. I can do that now, because a plus b by c, if I have, this can be written as a by c plus b by c. Is it not? That's what I have done here. Tell me what is 1 by cos theta? Secant theta. Sin theta by cos theta? Tan theta. That's all. This is our left hand side part. Yes. So broad. Can you do the other way also? Yes, you can start at LHS and you can bring RHS. How? This is 1 by cos plus 1 by tan, sin by cos. So 1 plus sin by cos. Your target is this. You don't want this. So how shall you proceed? So you will consider square root of, or simply you multiply and divide by cos theta. Your target is this. You have started here, you go over this, you multiply and divide by cos theta. Now denominator becomes cos square theta. Numerator becomes cos theta multiplied by this. But denominator cos square theta can be replaced by 1 minus sin square theta, right? Cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. So 1 minus sin theta can be written as 1 plus sin theta and 1 minus sin theta again. Right? You cancel 1 plus sin theta. So what will be remaining? 1 minus sin theta will be remaining in the denominator, and numerator cos theta will be remaining. So you will get this, right? That way also you can do that. So multiplying and dividing by cos theta. Next, next one, ninth part, ninth bit. If tan theta plus 1 by tan theta is equal to 2, show that tan square theta plus 1 by tan square theta is equal to 2. That is the question. Yes. Think. How do you think? Tell me. Observe carefully what is given. Tan theta plus 1 by tan theta is 2. Do you observe that these two are reciprocal of each other? Yes. A plus 1 by A form is this, right? A plus 1 by A. Here, what you need? A square plus 1 by A square. If this is A, this is A square, right? So, let us see squares. Squares are involved. That's what we have observed. So, A plus 1 by A whole square is there. How can I write? A plus B whole square form. A square plus B square plus 2AB. So, A square, that is this, plus B square is 1 by A square plus 2 times of AB. That is A into 1 by A. Right? So, this is A square plus 1 by A square plus A get cancelled. So, 2. Is it not? So, I can have this. So, A square and 1 by A square are involved, and of course plus 2 will be there. So, let us see. Let us use the same method or simply squaring both sides. Given tan theta plus 1 by tan theta is equal to 2. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. So tan theta plus 1 by tan theta whole square is 2 square. This implies, this is also from A plus B whole square. So that is A square plus B square plus 2AB. That is tan square theta plus 1 by tan square theta plus 2 times of tan theta into 1 by tan theta. Right? A into 1 by A is equal to what? 2 square. 2 square is 4. This implies, yes. What have you observed? Tan theta got cancelled. Right? 2 is remaining here. Here this expression is remaining. Of course you need this. Yes, this is what of left hand side part. So tan square theta plus 1 by tan square theta is equal to 4 minus 2, right? 2 is remaining here. You have brought the 2 to other side. That will be minus 2, right? So this is 2. Therefore, tan square theta plus 1 by tan square theta is 2. Hence proved. That's all. Simple, right? Very simple. This is 9th bit. Let us go to next bit. Yes, 6, 10. Prove that tan A upon 1 plus tan square A whole square plus cot A upon 1 plus cot square A whole square is equal to sin A multiplied by cos A. This is what you are supposed to prove. Yes. How shall we proceed? Think. Right hand side part contains only simply sin A cos A. Left hand side part contains a complex expression involving tan and cot. How shall we proceed? So let us, yes, what you have got, the idea is correct. Let us start at left hand side part and let us bring right hand side part. Yes, 1 plus tan square A, 1 plus cot square A, they are familiar to us. What are they? Yes, then second identity, third identity will give you 1 plus tan square theta as secant square theta, 1 plus cot square theta as cot square theta, sorry, cosecant square theta directly. So left hand side part, write this one, I am skipping that, right? This is tan A by 1 plus tan square theta is secant square A whole square plus this is cot A by this is 1 plus tan cot square theta is cot square A is cosecant square A whole square. Yes. So this is tan A by secant power 4A plus cot A by cosecant power 4A. Can I write like this? Why? A square whole square can be written as a power 2 plus 2, right? If I have a power of m whole power of n, I can write it as a power mn. So this is a square whole square is a power 2 into 2, that is a power 4. So secant square A whole square, that is of this form. So I have written this, right? In the same way, cosecant square A whole square became cosecant power 4A, right? Now, let us, of course, we have observed that right hand side part contains simply sine and cos. So let us convert all these things in terms of sine and cos. Tell me now, what is tan A in terms of sine and cos? Sine A by cos A upon secant A. Secant A in terms of sine and cos? Yes, secant A is a reciprocal of cos A. So this can be written as 1 by cos power 4A plus, in the same way, what is cot A in terms of sine and cos? Cos A by sin A upon what is cosecant A in terms of sin and cos? Cosecant A is simply reciprocal of sin A, so 1 by sin. 1 by sin A whole power 4 is 1 by sin power 4A. Right, sin A whole power. Yes. Any idea next one? Denominator is cos A here. Here the denominator is cos power 4A. Can I cancel one cos here? Yes. If I cancel, of course sin A I am writing as it is, or let us write one more step here. If I have A by B by C by D, what can I write? I can write it as A by B multiplied by D by C, right? So A by B by C by D I have. So I am writing it as sin A by cos A multiplied by cos power 4A or cos A whole power 4 by 1 plus, in the same way, cos A by sin A multiplied by sin A whole power 4 by 1. Yes. Now, cos A, 1 cos A can cancel, 3 cos A will be remaining, right? If I have A cube by A, what will be remaining? A power m by A power n, if I have, I can write it as A power m minus n, right? So this is A power 3 minus 1 or A power 2, A square will be remaining, right? A cube by A. In the same way, this is cos power 4 by cos A. So if I have 4 here, if I have 1 here, what will I get? 4 minus 1. So this is 3. A cube will be remaining. In the same way, if I cancel 1 cos here, cos cube will be remaining here. In the same way, if I cancel 1 sin here, sin here, sin cube here will be remaining. So this can be written as, I am writing it here, right? Next. So this is sin A multiplied by cos cube A plus, if I cancel one sin, cos A multiplied by sin cube A will be remaining, right? Yes. What have I observed? Of these two terms, can you find anything common? Yes, sin A is here, sin A is here. Cos A is here, cos A is here. So I can take sin A common and also cos A common. From this sin A I have written 1 cos A I have written. What else will come here in the bracket? Cos square A, right? Plus y. Cos cube A is nothing but I can write it like this, right? A cube can be written as A square into A, right? 1A I have written outside. I am writing A square in the bracket, right? That's all. In the same way, cos A is written here. 1 sin A is written here. So how many sin A's will be remaining? 2 sin A's. So this is sin square A. Yes. Yes, what you got is correct. This is a familiar thing for us. Cos square A plus sin square A is 1 from first identity. So this is sin A multiplied by cos A multiplied by 1. So this is sin A cos A. That is our right hand side. So proud. So in this question, what have you done? You have observed that left hand side part contains 1 plus tan square, 1 plus cot square. So from second identity and third identity, you have replaced them by secant square and cosecant square, and you have written all the terms involved in terms of sine and cos and simplified further. You have got the right hand side part. That's all. This is question number 10. Let us move to next question. Next bit. Question number 11th bit. Prove that secant square A multiplied by 1 minus sin power 4 A, sin A whole power 4 minus 2 tan square A is equal to 1. This is the question. Yes, what have you observed? Right side part contains simply a number 1. Left side part is an expression, big expression. So let us start at left hand side, simplify. Let us bring right hand side part. Again, left hand side part contains, see this, 1 minus sin power 4A is there, secant square A is tan square A. Any idea? Yes. Power 4 I don't like. Yes, what should I do? But I am able to see that this is also 1 power 4. Yeah, why not? Why 1 power 5, 1 power 6, 1 power 10, 1 power 3, 1 square, 1, I can write anyway. But if I can see this like this, 1 power 4 minus sin power 4A, I can write it as 1 square whole square. See this, 1 square whole square minus sin square A whole square. That is this one, right? 1 minus sin power 4A I am writing as this one. Why? Because A square minus B square can be written as A plus B multiplied by A minus B. I want to use this relation. For that, I am able to see this expression like this. This is of the form now A square minus B square. Is it not? Here A is 1, B is sin square A. Right? So indirectly, to put it another way, I am writing this term as 1 minus sin square A whole square, this one, or 1 square minus sin square A whole square. I am leaving this term as it is. I am leaving. Right? Now tell me, A square minus B square. Can I write? What can I write? A square minus B square is A plus B multiplied by A minus B. Can I write like this? Yes. So 1 plus sin square A multiplied by 1 minus sin square A. 1 plus sin square A multiplied by 1 minus sin square A. This term, right? Multiplied by secant square A, I am leaving it as it is. This term also I am leaving as it is. Now, yes, this is a familiar one for us again. 1 minus sin square A if I have, I can replace that by cos square A, right? Cos square. So this is cos square A multiplied by, of course, this is secant square A multiplied by 1 plus sin square A is there. I am leaving the term as it is. Yes, any other idea now? Any idea? Yes. You can observe that we have product of two reciprocals. Is it not? So cos A and secant A are reciprocal of each other, we know. So secant theta into cos theta is 1. So you can have this again. Or to put it in some other way, I am writing secant A in terms of sine and cos. How can I write? Secant A is 1 by cos A, reciprocal, right? So I can write it as 1 by cos square A multiplied by, I am leaving this as it is, multiplied by cos square A, minus I am leaving this also as it is. I have simply simplified this part. I can cancel these two. These two are equal. So this is 1 plus sine square A minus 2 tan square A. This should have been tan square A plus somewhere I have gone wrong. Secant square A 1 plus sine square A. What is given? Secant power 4a, sorry, this is secant power 4a, right? This is 4. This is also 4. So this I am writing now. A power 4, can I write it as a square and multiplied by a square? Yes, I will use that here. Why? Because cos square A is there. If I have sine secant square A, I can cancel them. That's why I am splitting this like this. Secant square A multiplied by secant square A. Or simply to put it another way, I am writing it as 1 by cos power 4A. Can I write like this? Because secant A is 1 by cos A, reciprocal. Multiplied by 1 plus sine square A multiplied by cos square A. I am leaving this term as it is, this part. Now I have cancelled 1 cos square A. See here, a power 4 is there, a square is there. If I cancel, what will I get? 1 by a square will be remaining, right? So I have cancelled 1 by cos square A is remaining, 1 plus sine square A, right? Minus 2 tan square A, of course. Or to put it in another way, 1 by cos square A is secant square A. So this is secant square A multiplied by 1 plus sine square A minus 2 tan square A. If you find it a bit lengthy, you consider here in one bracket secant square A multiplied by secant square A multiplied by cos square A in one bracket. That will be 1. So secant square A will be remaining. You can skip one step, right? Yes. Now let us expand. You leave it like this. See, you can observe that right hand side part is 1. This term you are carrying it as it is. So what should be this term? 1 plus 2 tan square A. This should be, right? 1 plus 2 tan square A. Then minus 2 tan square A plus 2 tan square A will be cancelled. 1 will be remaining. That should be our target. So is it that 1 plus 2 tan square A? Let us see. Let us expand this. This into this plus this into this. Secant square A plus secant square A multiplied by sine square A. Yes. What is this? Secant square A is 1 by cos square A. This is sine square A. So clearly that is tan square A. Is it not? So this is, I don't want secant also. I am writing it as, of course, minus 2 tan square A. I want tan, right? I want tans. So in the place of secant square A, I am writing 1 plus tan square A plus this one, secant square A multiplied by sine square A. That is 1 by cos square A multiplied by sine square A. Is it not? Because secant is 1 by cos. So this is minus, of course, 2 tan square A is remaining. So this is 1 plus tan square A plus 1 by cos square into sine square. But sine by cos is tan. So sine square by cos square is tan A whole square. That is tan square A. Of course, minus 2 tan square A is there. Now, yes, you have got that. Tan square A plus tan square A, 2 times of tan square A. That is 1 plus 2 times of tan square A minus 2 times of tan square A. So see, you can observe that the term as it is we have written, right? These two get cancelled. So this is our right hand side part, right? So in this question, what have you done? Yes, we have started at LHS. Our target is to bring this term in terms of tan square, or 1 plus 2 tan square A is our target, so that this becomes minus 2 tan square A, they get cancelled and 1 will be remaining. So for that we have considered this to be like this: 1 square minus sin square A whole square. This is of the form a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b here written, but a minus b part here is giving you cos square A. So from this secant power 4a, 1 secant square A can be cancelled with this. So only 1 secant square A will be remaining. Remaining part is written as it is, expanded, and you have got this. This is question number 11. Let us see last question of this exercise. What is that? 12th bit, 12th part of question number 6. Tan theta by secant theta minus 1 is equal to tan theta plus secant theta plus 1 by tan theta plus secant theta minus 1. This is the question. Prove that, right? You are supposed to prove this. Yes. How shall we proceed? Any idea? Think. Yes. This is a particular question in which we will follow a particular method. Let us discuss this, because we are not getting any idea, right? Of course, many ideas we can have, but a bit lengthy, right? Here you have 3 terms in the denominator and also in the numerator 3 terms. You can write, of course, secant theta is 1 by cos theta, this is sin by cos plus 1 by cos plus 1, denominator will be cos theta, numerator will be sin plus 1 plus cos by sin plus 1 minus cos by cos cancel. You get 3 terms by 3 terms. You don't like that, right? Here also, of course, you can simplify to some extent, you can change the form to some extent, but you are not getting an idea, right? Of course, every question can be done in many ways. Of course, this question also can be done in many ways, but there is a simple way to do that. We are going to see that. See, do you remember theorem of equal ratios? Theorem of equal ratios, what it says: if a by b is equal to c by d, then each of the ratios is equal to a plus c by b plus d. Of course, denominator b plus d should not be equal to 0. That is the condition. Theorem of equal ratios. See, 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6, is it not? 3 by 6, you cancel 3 ones, 3 2s, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Tallied. Can I write, see, what is this? Add the numerators, add the denominators. It says this term will be equal to this one. Check it out. Is it correct or not? 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 plus 2 is 8. 4 1s, 4 2s, 1 by 2 again. Right? Tally. That's what this theorem says, right? So this will be useful now in this case, right? If you have two ratios, equal ratios, if you have two ratios to be equal, you can say that is equal to, in turn they are equal to the ratio which is, whose numerator is sum of numerators of the given two, and denominator is sum of denominators of the given two. Yes. Now let us see here. If you can see that, you can use this relation now. For that, see, secant theta minus 1 is involved, tan theta is involved. Secant tan, have you got any idea which identity will be useful now in this question? Yes, second identity. 1 plus tan square theta is, we know 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta, right? From this, I want secant theta minus 1 tan square, I want to involve them. So I can, so what will I do? tan square theta, I am leaving it this side, I'll take to other side 1. So this will be minus 1, right? Secant square theta minus 1, right? Now I am able to see this as secant square theta minus 1 square. Why I am seeing it like this? Because of this will be of the form a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. So I can use that formula, secant theta plus 1 multiplied by secant theta minus 1 I can write, right? Because a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b, right? Now again, tan square theta, I am able to see it as tan theta into tan theta. I am writing it like this. Why am I writing? Because I want to have two equal ratios here involving secant tan 1. So for that I am writing like this. See this. One tan I am taking to other side. One tan I am bringing to other side. See, I will bring this tan to other side. I will bring tan theta to other side. What can I write? One tan theta I am leaving it like this. By secant theta minus 1 I am writing here in the denominator. To other side, that will obviously be in the denominator, right? Again, I am leaving this numerator as it is, secant theta plus 1. I am taking that remaining term tan theta to other side. So can I get this one? What I have done here, a by into b is equal to c into d. Let us say if I have, or x into y is equal to some s into t if I have. Can I write like this? One term I am bringing to other side, this also is the same thing. That's what I have done here, right? So now using this, you tell me now. Let us say each is equal to some k, right? Let each is equal to some k. So using this, what can I write? K is equal to, or so, or directly also you can write tan theta by secant theta minus 1 is equal to secant theta plus 1 by tan theta is equal to, yes, tell me. Add these two, write in the numerator, that is tan theta plus secant theta plus 1 upon, add these two, write in the denominator, that's all. Add these two, secant theta minus 1 plus tan theta. That's all. Can I write like this? Yes, I can write like this using theorem of equal ratios. Have you got this or not? Yes. Numerator is secant theta plus tan theta plus 1. Denominator is secant theta plus tan theta minus 1. That's all. Of course, you interchange the terms and show that that is right hand side part. So now I am writing it tan theta plus secant theta plus 1 upon tan theta plus secant theta minus 1. Right? Same thing I have written like this, because this is clearly our right hand side part, right? So LHS is equal to RHS. This is LHS, right? You have started at LHS, right? This is the question. So in this question we have used this one, this point particular. This particular question is of this one. That's all. This is exercise or practice set 6.1. Please, if you have not subscribed so far to my channel, please subscribe, like the video if you like it, and share the video to your friends so that they also will get benefit from this. Press bell icon also, you can get notifications of my later videos, remaining videos, right? Thank you.